Alright guys, time to continue with the Stanley parable here on the Roulette of Sadness. I guess this is the beginning of another playthrough.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Wait, is this some sort of continuation of the previous ending? Basically because I'm asking that because it's like the narrator said something different from last time.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, now let's do the opposite.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna admire something. This is the one?
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Like literally? This doesn't seem to work.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I don't like your sarcasm, narrator. I'll stay here until you keep making fun of me.
His obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Story of my life. Okay, let's not start with a victimization, please. I'll continue here.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Yeah. I get your message, I'm
At
gone.
last, he'd had enough of the amazing room. Took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Alright. Let's not do what he said.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No, it's just that today I feel like being disobedient. Wait. Warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. I mean, no shit. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000. Yeah, but I mean, most likely the person will not survive to pay that penalty. Can I do funny jokes here? Dude, it seems like I can. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna get penalized.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, that was good. Alright. Alright, let's get to the same point.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I just proved to society or to my company
Came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
how
and
powerful I
Stanley
am.
knew perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Yeah, he basically he's saying something different, but he's still really
Eager to get
sarcastic
back to
about it.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, let's continue going forward. But now let's make better
Stanley was
decisions.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, let's get to the lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
It's
There's
my
someone
game.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
You take too long to get directions, so I have to like make decisions
This is it,
quickly.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's she? Can I just go back by writing this? No. No going back. At least I didn't jump to my death this time around. Warehouse. Some boxes being stored. Alright, complete darkness. This is not at all scary. Oh,
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I mean, what else can I do? I'm trapped. I'll do it.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now,
I'm not able to
I
move.
want you to come in and tell me all about your...
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Dude, this is the story of my life. Anyway, back to the game.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
A bunch of mannequins or... Hey, this could be the prototype of a lot of people's perfect wife.
Story about the
Just
death
saying.
of a man named Stanley.
This is my house. Good morning, employee 427. Press R on my keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
I know.
He has a job that demands nothing of him,
Mm-hmm.
and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
So yeah, basically now the narrator is treating me, the player, as Stanley because I am the one pressing buttons.
Look at him there, pushing buttons.
See?
Doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
It's not much of a choice if you are supposedly being controlled by the executives of your company. Alright, let's be obedient.
But in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures.
This has
But
been kind
behind
of a fantastic adventure so far. Out of the ordinary, out of the normal.
his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands.
Girl!
It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press T to watch TV. Wait, where is the TV? Shit. Oh, there it is.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Hey, it's gone.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press E to spend time with the boys. In before. There will be no boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Well, I haven't seen all of those, the other endings he was referring to.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press 8 to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
So basically, the more buttons I press, the more things I'm fantasizing about disappear, and basically I'm returning to my office. So apparently I have no life other than just being in the office all the time. That's what I'm getting from all this.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I won't press anything. See, this is why I like to press buttons quickly, because I don't know for how long the thing is, the narrator probably won't say anything. So the only choice I have to progress in the game, objectively speaking, is to press a button. And then he will say, hey, he still pushes buttons because that's all what he does. See? The narrator won't say anything. I'll wait 10 more seconds. Okay.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
No, you are manipulating the situation, narrator. Fuck you.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Proceed to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And
I didn't press anything. So yeah, that was another playthrough. Okay, I didn't like this ending so much. I mean, yeah, basically, he's telling me that all I do basically is to work, and anything else different from work is probably a figment of my imagination or just a dream or something that I would never able to accomplish. And all I do is press buttons regardless of and the narrator giving me other possibilities, even though he doesn't give me any more possibilities because this is a fucking video game after all. But yeah, it is interesting, the concept itself, but in the end, we will encounter good endings, shitty endings, weird endings, scary endings. Well, we technically got two of them. One of them was killing myself, and now basically just deal with reality. That's all what happened. I practically didn't move for half of that playthrough. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time with another playthrough here on the Stanley Parable.